Hello, Fantasy Sports Wizard here, and welcome to episode 46 of The Quest. And today we are going out and completing the Gonzalo Higuain Serie A League SBC that EA so kindly dropped after a lot of anticipation and hype. And it was rumored to be floating around like it was either that or the Bundesliga that was going to be next, but it turned out to be the Serie A, which I'm kind of grateful for because I really want to build a Serie A side, and Gonzalo Higuain would be in that team, so it's a chance to get that player in my club. And for the most part, it's just probably been one of the easier major leagues to complete. Maybe it's because like everyone now knows that each big league is going to get its own league SBC for the goal scorer, so it's quite easy to go up and pick up every player, whether you just buy them whenever you feel like it or you just pack them from doing other SBCs. So very straightforward compared to say the Suarez or the Lacazette. And for the most part, there were no real problems. I mean, the biggest problem was the Palermo team. And this was simply because they released an Edison Cavani 300th career goal just a few days before this was dropped. So the stipulations required Palermo players for that, and it meant a lot of those players went up in price. And then when they dropped this SBC, they then decided to use a 3-4-3 formation with 4 sets of wingers, like 2 on the left hand side and 2 on the right hand side. And to be honest, this made it literally impossible. All the right handed side midfielders were extinct, and there was one left midfielder, I think, in the squad, and he was essentially extinct. So EA have done the unthinkable and actually changed the formation, so it's a lot easier to do. But you will see at the end of this video, I actually completed it before the formation change, and I was lucky I had one of the wingers in my club untradeable, so I saved myself a lot of money there. And in the end, it only cost me about 8k to go out and pick up the remaining 3 players, but more of that later. And for the most part, like, I broke even essentially on this squad builder. I was doing this just after completing the Luis Suarez SBC, and you'll see that in a future video. But I was able to pretty much go out. I was only having to buy like one player a team, or maybe a couple of players for a team where I was short. So what I made back from like discard and from other picks and whatnot, I I broke even. I mean, essentially, I probably spent the most on Juventus and Palermo. So it's here or there, like how much it actually cost me. I mean, you're gonna see that one stage in another video. I was just over 900,000, and right now I'm sitting at just under 500k. But you got to remember, I've gone out and invested in Player of the Month that is due out Friday. So trying to estimate a cost on this SBC is pretty difficult. I mean, Footbin has it priced around 200, 250k if you're starting from scratch. And I've also been doing one-to-watch trading. I still got a lot of those investments in my club as well. So to put a price on this, I would probably say I did this for under 100k maybe. And that is pretty decent considering it's Higuain. It's essentially a second in form. I mean, he's up to like his 3rd or 4th in form or something crazy. So that's a fair price, I'd say, if not like way under what you could get him for. Yes, he's untradeable and whatnot, but it's the satisfaction of having like a first owner if you're not going to be lucky in packs and actually get like the highest rated card. But now, as you're watching these packs, I want to go on to another subject, and that's the subject of Gonzalo Higuain's international teammate, Lionel Messi. As I am recording this, Messi at the weekend scored 2 goals, 2 assists. Now you got to think that is inform material. Now this guy, you would expect to be on like his second and third inform by now. Like I believe he's the best player in the world. Like I'm Team Messi instead of Team Ronaldo. But believe it or not, Messi has yet to receive an inform. Now, I find that hard to believe. The only two special cards he's got this year are his Team of the Year, richly deserved, and his Team of the Group Stage, richly deserved. And I guess, in a sense, there was no issue there that EA had to give him those two cards because he dominated in the group stage. I mean, the guy had 2 hat tricks. Team of the Year, he had to be in that. He was in the final 11 of the world's best team. So he got those cards because he is quite literally the greatest player around. And arguably Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or this year because of his performances for Portugal and Real Madrid. But the fact that he is yet to receive an inform for his weekly performances is beginning to baffle a lot of people. Now, like, this week, one to watch Umtiti scored his first goal for Barcelona and got a clean sheet. But a goal and a clean sheet is not inform worthy in a 5-0 thrashing when another player scores 2 goals and sets up another 2 goals. So there is opening up a whole can of worms. Is there more to this than performances? Is there a dispute that is behind the scenes between Messi and EA? Now, everyone knows that the last 4 years, Messi has been the cover boy for FIFA, and rightly so, like, best player in the world in a lot of people's eyes, sells games, like, and whatnot, and it makes a perfect sense for a marketing ploy for EA. But his contract ran out, and this year we've got Marco Reus on the cover, alongside, like, Anthony Martial, James Rodriguez, and Eden Hazard. So it's got to be something more ongoing between this EA and Messi that is why he's been snubbed. Because, like, for many players to go out and have 2 goals, 2 assists, that's a guaranteed inform. No matter who you are. Even Messi, that's like, he's contributed to 4 goals, and that for him, that's a big performance. It's like saying in like hockey, Conor McDavid or Sidney Crosby going out and having a like 3-4 point night. That is more than enough for them to earn like first star or something, and it'll put them in a good position to be like first star of the week, regardless of what they then do in the following games. So for Messi to have that sort of performance is a little baffling that he hasn't got an inform for that performance alone. Now, I mean, a lot of people figured, oh, he'll get one for the previous week where he scored 2 goals, and they didn't give him one, so that was fair enough. He goes out and then gets 2 goals, 2 assists, and he tops that performance. I mean, what more can the guy do to get an inform? Like, it's baffling. And just whilst I'm talking to you, I'm just going to go look at his stats. Like, he's up to 23 goals for Barcelona in La Liga. And in the last 4 games he's played, like, the guy's had 6 goals, 3 assists. He is in the form, like, in some of the best form of the year right now. And he can't get an inform. And, like, he's elevated his performance in all those games. Like, he's improved and improved. And he can't get an inform. And it's not... And he's still yet to get an inform. Like, what does he got to do to get the first inform of the season? Do you hear me? Like, it makes no sense unless there is something behind the scenes between EA and like Messi that Like they're just saying like, yeah, we don't care. You just got to look through his seasonal stats. He had a 2-goal performance against Osasuna, nothing. See, he had 2 goals in a win against Valencia, nothing. 2 goals against Leganes with an assist, nothing. 2 goals against Real Betis with an assist, nothing. Like, what does he have to do to get an inform? I mean, a lot of people are speculating that if Barcelona do the unthinkable tonight and beat Paris Saint-Germain, then he's going to surely be involved in that, and it's going to be like the performance of the ages. So do EA know something that everyone else doesn't know? Like, I think I saw a stat that said that no team has ever come back from being 4-0 down in the first leg of a Champions League knockout stage. That is how much history Barcelona have to turn over. Now, they probably have the best shot of being able to make history and overturn a 4-goal deficit. But history says no team has ever done that. I mean, this is the Champions League, like the best of the best. Can they do it? They could, but as I said, history has dictated that turning a 4-goal deficit round is impossible. Needless to say, Barcelona can do it, but I don't see it happening. But it does allow the scope that you got to figure that if he does do it, Messi will be heavily involved, and could they then snub him a man of the match performance of such a miracle to happen? I mean, they'll have to find it quite hard to justify not giving it to him, but it still comes down to the fact that he's yet to get an inform. Like, Champions League doesn't affect informs. And it's mind-boggling that, like, multiple goal and assist performances go unrewarded. Now, just continuing on with this current team of the week, now a lot of people figured that one to watch Ousmane Dembele would get in, and he didn't. They gave it to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Sadio Mane, man of the match performance against Arsenal with a goal and assist, but they gave it to Roberto Firmino for a goal and assist. Like, the stipulation, it's hard to understand what stipulations EA are looking at when they pick Team of the Week, because obviously they're not looking at in-game performances. Because if they were, Messi would be in. And you can see that Messi will sell packs. Guaranteed. People will see Messi in the Team of the Week and they'll be like, oh, you know what? I'll drop 12,000 FIFA points for a chance to pack Messi. You probably won't, but an informed Messi will see people open their wallets and a chance to pack him. But instead, EA have added in, like, Aubameyang. I mean, they had the potential to make this probably the greatest Team of the Week. I mean, you got Griezmann, you got Benzema, you've got so many, like, good players this week that are coveted for teams, that adding Messi in would have been a no-brainer. Like, it would have been so hyped that a lot of casual gamers would have been like, hey, I got some money, like, I pay my bills, I got my tax refund come through. You know what? I'm gonna go open a few packs. You might, like, deep down, you know you're not gonna pack Messi, but it's the chance to pack Messi. and an informed Messi at that. Like, it's a special card, and there's still no reason why he's yet to get an inform. And we're now working through the Palermo SBC, so that means we're coming to the conclusion of this video. So if you've got any theories as to why Lionel Messi did not make Team of the Week, let me know in the comments. Like, I'll be curious to know your views, whether you agree with me and like there is something more behind the scenes. Just let me know. But it's an interesting topic of conversation. So who knows what the real reason is? Because I, for one, am baffled as to why he didn't get in. And as we submit, like, this doesn't really help you out now because they have changed the formation, so it's a little redundant. But Higuain is now on mine. I was thinking of doing a Road to Glory with one of my SBC players. Like, I think that would be quite fun to do. And Gonzalo Higuain would be my choice. So I might do that, or I might hold off until Team of the Season, where like Serie A is going to be literally loaded with fantastic options. So let me know if you want to see that, or you want to see, say, another player. But yeah, just let me know your views on this video. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate the feedback. Like, really enjoying making videos again. I've got so much to look forward to in the coming days as well. So without further ado, I'm going to leave you there. And aside from that, I'm the Fantasy Sports Wizard, and I shall see you all next time. Bye!